Now to the legal landscape. Our legal analyst attorney Dan Adams joins us every Monday, breaking down the biggest cases happening across Wisconsin and the country. Good morning to you, Dan. There's an upcoming review hearing Thursday for Morgan Geyser, the woman convicted in the Slender Man stabbing case. Her potential release from a mental health facility has been delayed multiple times. Can you walk us through where things stand now and what the judge will be considering this week?
Sure. Good morning. Yeah, the saga of Morgan Geisner and Slender Man. So this week there's been, well, actually last week there was filed a new conditional release plan. That's exactly what it sounds like. This is a plan for Geisner's residence, her treatment, her supervision, what she's going to do with her time. Because earlier this year there was a petition for her conditional release from Winnebago Mental Health Institute, which basically said she's not a danger to herself or to the community, and she can be released, but there has to be conditions on that, and that's where this plan comes into view. Back in April, there was another plan that was considered by the judge. The state objected to it because it would have had her living at a group home 8 miles from her victim's home in Waukesha County. The judge put a pause on her release, asked for a new plan to be created by Department of Health Services. That's what's been filed late last week. That's what the judge is going to be reviewing this week. If it meets what the judge thinks will keep the community safe and make sure that Geisner is being supervised, then she'll be released into the community with a lot of conditions over her head. One interesting thing is Judge Michael Boren, he's the judge who presided over this entire case for the last 11 years, recently retired. So there's a new judge, Scott Wagner, who will be looking at this plan and making the final call whether or not Geisner is released soon.
Yeah, very interesting to see what that new judge will decide. Meantime, Justice Jill Karofsky is now the Chief Justice of the Wisconsin Supreme Court. What does the Chief Justice actually do, and how could this leadership change affect how the court operates or decides cases?
Well, largely, whether you're the chief judge is an honorific. You're in the middle of the diocese when you're hearing cases, but there are some administrative tasks as well. This chief judge administers the Supreme Court, but also directly manages the director of state courts, who helps with all manner of issues involving our Court of Appeals and our trial courts here in Wisconsin. So you're kind of the chief operating officer, but you're doing a lot of delegation for different administrative tasks. For the Supreme Court itself, they're scheduling, calendaring things. They get to release the opinions. They make that decision. But for the most part, you are the first among equals. You don't have a greater vote. Unlike the U.S. Supreme Court, you don't get to assign who writes the decisions in the majority. That's something that the U.S. Supreme Court Chief Justice gets to do. In Wisconsin, that's done by lot, which means you just basically pick the number out of a hat in the majority of who writes the decision. So not a whole lot of change, given that the chief judge is decided by the majority of the court and given a 2-year term. But this is a good thing for her.
Yeah, a new era for that court for sure. Dan, thank you so much. We'll see you again next Monday for more of the legal landscape.